addition to BlackBerry, it allows J2ME too. MXI is a universal mobile operating system that allows existing full-fledged desktop and mobile applications written for Java enabled immediately on mobile devices without any development. MXI allows for interoperability between various platforms, networks, software and hardware components. Future of J2ME. Since Motorola and Nokia, larger wireless carriers and handset manufacturers are enabled J2ME in their handsets, J2ME will become the de facto development standard for handsets in future. Sun and its happy partners are estimating that 1 billion J2ME phones will be in use in less than 5 years.
Why use Objective-C technology in mobile industry? Java versus Objective-C. One of the biggest limitations with Java is the lack of managed memory handling. The programmer has very little control over when memory is deallocated, and the system may choke when the garbage collector is run. Objective-C, a far better alternative, as it, like any C language, gives the programmer full control over memory management by being able to allocating and deallocating any memory region at any time. The second limitation with Java and Java ME in particular is the constant need for multithreading. You cannot create a Java ME application without using at least a few threads. Here in Objective-C, it is possible to keep the application single-threaded. Now let's see why use Objective-C technology in mobile industry. Objective-C is simple, hides the complexities of the hardware away from the developer, and deals with the major cause of programming issues in C and C++, which is memory leaks. What is Cocoa? Cocoa is one of the Apple Inc.'s the native object-oriented application program environments for the Mac OS X operating system. It is one of 5 major APIs available for Mac OS X. Cocoa applications are typically developed using the development tools provided by Apple, specifically Xcode and the interface builder using the Objective-C language. Much of Cocoa is implemented in Objective-C. The Cocoa and Cocoa Tough frameworks that power Mac OS X and iPhone OS are tightly integrated into the Xcode development experience. Cocoa's high-level APIs make it easy to add animation, networking, and the native platform appearance and the behavior to your application with only a few lines of code. Let's have an overview of Cocoa. Cocoa consists primarily of 2 Objective-C objective libraries called frameworks. Frameworks are functionally similar to share libraries, a compiled object that can be dynamically loaded into a program's address space at runtime. But frameworks add associated resources, header files, and documentation. Foundation Kit or Foundation on Mac OS X. It is based on the Core Foundation. The Foundation is a generic object-oriented library providing string and value manipulation. containers and iteration, distributed computing, run loops, and other functions that are not directly tied to the graphical user interface. Foundation Kit defines the nuts and bolts classes for Objective-C programming. Application Kit or APP Kit contains code with which programs can create and interact with graphical user interfaces. APP Kit is built on top of the foundation. Application Kit includes higher-level controls such as windows, buttons, menus, and the text fields. Have you heard of MVC? Let's see what is MVC. MVC stands for Model View Controller. MVC concepts breaks an application into three sets of interactive object classes. Model classes represent raw data such as documents, setting files, or objective memory. View classes are, as the name implies, the visual representations of the data in the model. The controller classes contain logic which links the models to their views and maintains state to keep them synchronized. COCOA's design is a strict application of MVC principles. This is a graphical representation of MVC. Why Objective-C language is selected for the COCOA framework. It is an object-oriented language and functionalities provided by COCOA framework can only be delivered by object-oriented techniques. It is an extension of ANSIC, so the existing C program can be used with the framework without losing any work and user can take benefit of C language. It is simple and easy to learn because its syntax is small, so it can make a proficient program with much less difficult. It is very dynamic as compared to other languages based on C. The compiler plays a very important role to preserve a dealing of information about objects to be used at the runtime. It is powerful language because decisions that might be made at compile time can be postponed until the program is running. Would you like to see some real-time examples which use Objective-C technologies? Here are they. The Apple Inc. The iPhone uses the Objective-C technologies. Currently more than 21 million iPhones in use. All it uses Objective-C technologies. Lies of the advantages of Objective-C. It is simple and standard. Objective-C's simplicity makes problems less likely. It has also helped it maintain a stable standard. Programs written in Objective-C tend to be not much larger than the size of their code and that of the libraries. In contrast to Smalltalk systems where a large amount of memory was used just to open a window. Objective-C applications tend to be larger than similar C or C++ applications because Objective-C dynamic typing does not allow methods to be stripped or inlined. Objective-C offers runtime